everybody. I'm so excited to be here with you tonight. So, we're going to talk today about return on investment when it comes to personal development, when it comes to coaching. So, super excited about this topic today. Um, how do you determine if your investment in your coaching is really worth the money? How do you determine the ROI, return on investment, ROI on personal development? But first, housekeeping. So tomorrow, I have a networking event on LinkedIn. It's an audio networking event. So everybody is invited. Everybody is invited. If you have questions, if you have um, requests and stuff like that. So everybody is invited. So I will be more than happy to see you tomorrow night at 5 p.m. Also, tomorrow, I'm going live on LinkedIn as well. So, but it's going to be in the morning. It's going to be me in the morning. So, my morning crew, y'all probably going to enjoy my live stream tomorrow. And also, if you have questions, thoughts, so tomorrow, share with me in the comments, and I will reply. So, this is the first time connecting. My name is Eugene Perezin. I am a career and business coach in tech. And let me fix my jacket. I just noticed that my jacket was messed up. So I'm I'm a career and business coach in tech, and I help software developers to find their profitable niches and establish their authority in those niches and get top tier salary in their niches as well. So now, let's talk about return on investment. Today, I started the conversation going and started the discussion going. And as always, um, as you're joining my live stream, say hello. As you're joining my live stream, say hello and tell me where you're watching me from. Say hello and tell me where you're watching me from because it is a networking platform, and if you, even if you're watching me on replay, tell me where you're watching me from, and I'll go through the comments and connect with people who reacted. Don't forget to react and commented. And this is how you build your community. This is how you build your network. So ROI, return on investment on personal development. So we kind of touch a little bit in the comments today, but your biggest return on investment when it comes to personal development is you. Your biggest return on investment when it comes to personal development, it is you. Better you, more equipped you, more confident you, more more you who has executive presence, who has the authority in your niche. This is the main ROI. But I'm an engineer, and numbers are everything for me. Okay, so and I would like to break it down how to figure out the ROI, return on investment, when it comes to personal development. First of all, it's really important to understand when you are on your personal development journey. It's really important to understand what are your goals. What are your goals? So, what goals are you pursuing with your personal development? And once you have clarity, once you have goals, then it's easier to measure a return on investment. It's easier to measure your return on investment, and this is why I'm a big advocate for client qualification. So whenever you decide to work with a mentor or with a coach, it is important that that mentor and that coach has the tools and methods to diagnose and tell you if that program is a good fit for you or not. So because it is it It is crucially important for you to manage your expectation, so you know exactly what you're getting in return. And it's also, and it's only ethical for a coach to communicate clearly and unequivocally what is going to be delivered. So but how some of the return on investment might look like when it comes to coaching, because like we all know digital courses. I know if I buy a digital course, let's say on React, on iOS development, I will get knowledge about iOS development in return, on Swift UI in return, hopefully so. But what is return on investment on coaching? So for example, your executive presence, right? And it might be like it might if you haven't watched my executive presence videos, like go and it's on my YouTube channel. If you need my YouTube channel, just drop a comment in the comments in the chat and say send me a link, and I will reply you with the link for my YouTube channel. But your executive presence, how you claim your authority in your industry, like marketing yourself. How do you market yourself? So it is also return on investment, because, but there's a bigger number behind it. And it is not just return, it is not just return on an, it's not just like, oh, you have executive presence, you know how to market yourself. It will translate into numbers. It will translate into numbers. It will translate into better opportunities. It will translate into better into better promotions. It will translate into better connections. And at the end of the day, what is going to boil down to is going to boil down into more money, more profit. Also, another thing that you can't quite measure like with numbers is confidence, because this is something that my clients would tell me, like I I have more confidence. I have more confidence in myself. And even when it comes to business coaching, for example, with clarity, like I think clarity is such an important it's such an important component, no matter if it is like career or if it is business. And clarity is a huge return on investment, so you know where you're going, you know what you need to do, what you need to know, what you need to do. Because literally just today I was talking to someone. Sometimes you need coaching because you don't know what you don't know, and you need a coach that will help you to move, shift, and pivot, so you move to your opportunity, you move and you make shifts and you make adjustments that you need. Clarity is super important. So examples, like I'm always here to bring you real examples. Let's say examples from my clients, for example, examples from my career coaching clients. um, One of the example, one of the all of my clients that I coach, all of them say they gain their confidence back, because this is something that is really prevalent in tech industry, and this is something is really prevalent in career uh, career moves in general, no matter what industry you're in, is the lack of confidence. People people struggle with confidence. And when people struggle with confidence, they don't show up as industry experts. And when they struggle with confidence, they're struggling to put themselves out there. So confidence, it's huge, because if you show up confidently in your interviews, if you show up confidently on LinkedIn, if you show up confidently to your potential employer, customers, whoever, this is a big piece. Because this is something also like I hear about from my clients or prospective clients. um, uh, like, why do you want to work with me? And they say confidence. You sound so confident. Confidence is a big thing. Also, another return on investment. My client has a curated pipeline of companies that she's interviewing with. When we started, no interviews whatsoever. After a few weeks working together, like, she informed me, like, you know what? I'm just curating my interviews and I only interview with two companies at a time. I'm like, well, like, here you go. Like a week ago, we were like, okay, why I'm not getting calls back from recruiters and stuff like that. But now you have the whole pipeline. Also, community and network, because your network is your net worth. Your network is your net worth. And this is really important. And when you are in coaching programs, you typically, or especially in my program, you have curated network of people, curated network of like-minded people, curated network of like-minded people. And this is huge. This is huge when you have people. You don't need to meet a lot. You don't need many people, but you need support. You need the right people who will support you. You need the right people uh, who will celebrate you. This is another return on investment. My personal return on investment, because I'm a career and business coach, but I have a coach. I do have a coach, and my return on investment: clarity, for sure, confidence, for sure. That, like, the way I communicate my value with in my business, in my professional life, and in my personal life is just through the roof. And what is interesting, we're not even working on the communication portion necessarily, but it is so crucially important. And by the way, I love your comments. Thank you so much for commenting, everybody. Rashad, Janai, Wandana, I hope I didn't butcher your name. If I did, I do apologize. Jamal, Muhammad, everybody, thank you so much for commenting and participating in my live stream. And if y'all have any questions or any thoughts, please keep sharing, keep your comments coming, because this is how we network here on LinkedIn and here during live streams. So, and yeah, those are my numbers, like clarity, confidence, communication. But also, um, because of those factors, I got my top voice badge on LinkedIn. And yes, like, there are ways to do that. And yes, people might say, like, oh, like, it's not really an achievement, you just need to know how to do that. But also, you need to know how to curate value, how to provide value so other people see your contributions as meaningful. So, we're not going to talk about LinkedIn algorithms today, but it is what it is. Paid clients, speaking about monetary values, because I got clarity, I got clarity, and I got right guidance, and I got a ton of support. Because this journey has been, like, really, like, interesting and at times rocky for me. Like, I started my business, I got laid off, and then I faced a huge decision to make. Do I stay in my business or do I go? Do I stay in my business or do I change everything and just look for a job? But because of that support, I was able to weather that storm, and not just weather that storm. And I was super blessed and lucky, and I'm so grateful to land another corporate gig, like, literally in a week. But it's not because I derailed from my business. It's because I was committed to it, and I kept doing what I was doing, no matter what. And I have a, like, insane amount of faith, and I had a coach who would support me all the time. And this is what I provide to my clients as well: this support, this guidance, this, like, walking along the way, walking along the side. This is huge for me. So, let me pause right here. Like, if you are joining, we're talking about return on investment on your personal development, return on investment on coaching. Do you have any questions? Let me know what questions you might have. It's a really important topic, and I think we don't really think about personal development and return on investment because personal development can have many shapes and forms. It can be reading a book, it can be a spiritual development, it can be coaching, it can be watching YouTube videos that like really align with you. So that's the in. And in any way, you either invest your money or you invest your time. So I think we have a comment. So not me, but many people seem to have huge follower number. What was a factor in measuring your growth ROI? Meaning, in some, is that sometimes you were looking for? Happy to hear from anyone. So, following number on LinkedIn. It's a really great question. I wouldn't say that following is a necessarily direct uh, return on investment. So I think there's a little bit clarification. How do you measure personal growth ROI where there's no benchmark? This is really good question. So let me start with followers. So followers, it's not necessarily return on investment. Followers, it is a consequence. It is the result of my work that I am doing. I'm growing my followers because of my clarity, because of my messaging, because how I show up, and because I utilize the mechanisms of LinkedIn that I know, and that resulted in followers. So, but it's not necessarily like, because you can have 5,000, 10,000 followers, but you may have wrong followers. It's also possible because I chatted like a few months ago with my friend, and he has about 12,000, 16,000 followers, but those are wrong people that my friend acquired his followers because he was basically back in the days. You would just connect with everybody, with anyone, without messaging, without connecting, without establishing a relationship. When I connect, even though you see a big number there, but it's a it it's a step by step process. Every connection, and if you are my connection, most likely you got a message from me. Most likely we start a conversation. Most likely we establish some sort of communication as we're connecting. So how do you determine ROI when there's no benchmark? It's a really great question. So I think like I established my benchmark on my personal development when I set up the goal. Like I have a goal, I have a certain goal to achieve. For example, with business coaching, for me, I want to get my business off the ground and launch clients, and I got that. That's my benchmark. Like, do I want more? Do I want to scale my business more? Do I want to do something else with this? Do I want to grow it more? Do I want to make it more exponential? Yes, absolutely. And this is my next benchmark. And this is why throughout our lives, we have different teachers, different coaches, and different guides. And it's totally okay because the more you grow, the more guidance you need. And people who got really great success, they always say it's really lonely on the top because not many people might get to the point that you got. So really great questions. I really appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely, Rashad. Great questions here. So, as I'm wrapping up my live stream, I do invite you. I open my calendar for 30 minutes mini coaching sessions. Who is this for? So if you are an iOS developer or software developer or QA engineer, then you're mid level or senior or something in between, or like you are trying to figure out how to switch your specialty in tech and do it in the right way. So wrap your 30-minute mini coaching session with me. Let's talk. Let's keep the conversation going. Also, if you are interested in entrepreneurship, because I'm a career and business coach. If you're interested in entrepreneurship and how to leverage your skills, your knowledge, your experience that you got in tech or otherwise, as a service provider, as a coach, as a mentor, or as a freelancer, hit me up. That also would be a good option for you. That also would be, maybe you have a digital course, because like y'all, when software developers think about a business, starting their own business, like digital course is the first time that they're like the digital course. This is the first thing that they think about. So if you are in that entrepreneurial soul and you're curious how to get started, or like maybe you already got started but you need a little bit more clarity, that would be also a really good option for you. How do you do that? If we are not connected, send me a connection request and send me a DM. Drop me in the DM word coaching, or just say, hey, I need a 30-minute mini coaching session with you, and I will get back to you. I will get it set up for you. So uh, I'm a marketing brander strategist, and I live in the world for curiosity and creative problem solving. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Marketing, marketer, brander. Yeah, strategist. Like, yeah, this is that sounds really great. That's absolutely like, yeah, yeah, definitely an entrepreneur. Yeah. Shoot me a message if you want to grab a 30 minutes with me and like just chat about your business and like and get more clarity and see how we can work together and get a lot of value out of it. Like, by all means, my calendar is available for right now. So I normally open my mini coaching sessions in batches. I normally open like for 9 people per not, it's not a group session, but like I normally schedule 9, and then I pause, and then I close my calendar for a little while. So I have 7 as of right now. So if you're interested, shoot me a message and I will make sure that you get your spot before the calendar closes. So with that being said, thank you so much. I really enjoy our conversation tonight. Really great live stream. I appreciate your participation, each and every one of you. And tomorrow, come to my networking event. It's going to be audio event, and for my morning crew, I will be streaming live in the morning. Thank you so much. I will see you in the next video. I will see you actually tomorrow. So, see you tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone.